Welcome back to the 2022 49er FX and NACRA 17 World Championships. I'm here with Miriah Millen from Team Canada.
Yep.
Miriah, you sail with Ali Tenhove.
Yep.
Awesome.
That's true.
And you were in Tokyo.
Yeah, we were in Tokyo. So Ali's the helm and I'm the crew. And yeah, it's great to be here in Canada for the first ever 49er Worlds.
Awesome. And today we're going to talk a little bit about today, and then we're going to go into the aspirational space of talking about your future,
Cool.
whatever that may hold.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you have a lot of control over that. So today is what they call a bay day here on St. Margaret's Bay.
Yeah.
And you've probably done a lot of sailing here, but the sea breeze came in. It was pretty strong. I was talking to Freya Black earlier about it was like full loaded conditions. It wasn't like the crazy overpower like yesterday. It was just everything was loaded up today. So just tell me a little bit about how your day went and if it played to your strengths or if you have something to work on after today.
Yeah, so sea breeze is pretty unforgiving. It's all about getting off the start line full speed and holding your lane out to the side you want to get to. And unfortunately, Ali and I were having a bit of struggles trying to do that. So if we had a good start, we struggled to hold our lane, or we weren't really able to go where we wanted to go while racing. But yeah, lots of learnings racing here. Sea breeze is pretty unforgiving, like I said before, so each day we're taking it as a learning experience, and yeah, it's definitely not our team strength, but we know that the best practice is doing it with the top teams in the world, so we're just going to keep pushing forward.
Great, and we've seen you around the world working really hard, and on a day like today, you're positive people. On a day like today, what's the kind of thing, what do you do to keep yourself moving forward for tomorrow to, say hey, we didn't do the worst, but we didn't do the best. But what do you do on a little bit of a reset after a day like today to make sure that you do better tomorrow?
Yeah, I think if we can try to take small little changes to help improve us, like with our boat speed or how we're set up, it's a good way of looking towards the positives and trying to learn tomorrow. The worst thing is when you're making the same mistakes over and over again. That can be pretty hard and can kind of leave you feeling just not great after a day of sailing. So we'll really try to pinpoint areas that are affecting us not being in the top 10, and then try to take those learnings, think about it overnight, and then try to push it for tomorrow.
Awesome. Now, big picture going forward. The good thing about the middle of a world or beginning and middle of a world championship is you got a bunch of races ahead of you.
Totally.
And leading up to Paris 2024, you've got an awful lot in front of you. And then obviously if you keep campaigning after that, it could look like a long way to go. And it seems like even just the microcosm is you working on little pieces tonight to make sure you stay focused tomorrow. I'm looking forward to 2024. How are you guys preparing yourselves for that? Do you have a really clear schedule right now, or is it a little bit up in the air for the next couple months and year?
Yeah, so this whole racing season over in Europe, we put a lot of hours just competing, and I think for this upcoming fall and winter season, we're really going to focus on some of our gaps and make sure that they get addressed before next year's competition season. So yeah, I think we're going to spend a lot of time just training, trying to get hours in on the water, making sure we're fit and ready to go, because we know when we need to race, well, we can. It's just certain gaps that prevent us from making decisions like today where we can't get to the front because our boat speed is affecting us, and it's hard to make smart racing decisions when you're just kind of falling behind. So yeah, looking forward to after this event, we have lots of training and lots of days on the water, so yeah, lots to look forward to, and hopefully we can just, for the rest of this regatta, slowly climb the rankings and make something happen for us.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to end on this. So one of the things that I do know is that there are a lot of young sailors around the world, not just Canadians, that really look up to you, boys and girls around the world that are sailors. And so, they're all going through what you went through when you were younger.
Yeah.
They're going to get to, they hope, aspire to get to that position where you are, to play the game. You have the skills to play the game. You're working through these details.
Yeah.
What do you say to the young sailors that are saying hey, I want to do what you're doing, but I'm a little bit nervous.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can do it.
Yeah, Olympic sailing, it can be a roller coaster of emotions. You'll have extra highs and some pretty low lows, and I think If you're looking into pursuing Olympic sailing and getting out on an Olympic class, whether it's a 49er, FX, ILCA 6, ILCA 7, NACRA, I think you kind of just have to be prepared to make mistakes and try to learn from them. And yeah, it's not going to be an easy ride, but realize that it's kind of punny, but like it's not smooth sailing, but you can get through it. And yeah, there's definitely been moments where Ali and I have been like, oof, this is so hard, but the really highs make it all worth it. So yeah, just looking forward to climbing up and performing how we want to.
Awesome. And I know Ali is getting some physio treatment today.
Yeah.
Is that up next for you and a nice big meal?
Yeah, we'll do a little swap and then have a great meal and yeah, debrief and get ready for tomorrow.
Awesome. Well, Mariah, thank you so much. It's been awesome to watch you sail. I know you're going to just keep climbing. And thank you so much. We're going to go through the dinghy park later on tomorrow and looking forward to the rest of the week at the 2022 Worlds. Cheers.